I will create one folder with examples. Okay. Here I will do examples folder. So in this particular folder, I will create one component called directives. Ng generate. Okay. So I will create one component and component name I will provide a directives example. So here we need to create one component name called ng generate component on directives example I will provide. See, it will create a 4 folders: .html, .spec.ts file, .ts and .css file, and automatically it will update in the module.ts file. Then you can go and check it here. Directives example component. Okay. So now inside the examples folder we are having a directives component. So here so what are the directives? Why we need to use the directives in Angular? So we are having a types of directives, like we are having a 4 types of directives. Okay. Types of directives we are having. These 4 types are: one is component, another one is structural directives, one more is attribute directives, another one is custom directive. These are the 4 types of directives available in Angular. This is these 2. Okay. These are the 4 types of directives in Angular. Here, component also a one type of directive, because it is containing a template. See, template is nothing but HTML. Component also a one type of directive with the template, so that is called component directive. That is one example. And we are having a structural directives. See, for a component directives, you can refer this one only. So entire thing is a component. The main difference between the directive and component is component is containing the template. See, HTML it is containing, but directive it does not contain any HTML. Like template it is not having. So that is the difference. And other differences like component it is used to split the Angular application into a small pieces of code for reusability purpose. We will create it. It is having the template and it will display the data. And directives it will change the behavior or appearance of an element, or it will add or remove the element from the DOM. What are those? See, already we have discussed about ng if and ng for structural directives. See, now I will create where I having a two structural directives. What it means structural directives means ng if and ng for are the structural directives. It will add or remove the elements from the DOM. If one condition is true, it will add the element to the DOM. Otherwise, it will remove from the DOM. It means ఒక కండిషన్ ఏదైనా ట్రూ అయితే బ్రౌజర్లో మనకి డిస్ప్లే అవుతుంది కంటెంట్. అదర్వైజ్ it will remove that element from the DOM. It won't display anything. That is called structural directives. Okay. See, in the structural directives, we are having a star ngif example. Ngif example means I will provide one button. I will create. Here I will create one click event equal to, within the quotes we need to provide it, and here we need to, here we are, okay, yeah. So I will provide button clicked event. Okay, so I have created the button clicked, and inside the TypeScript file you need to declare this button clicked event with the event name. First, what we need to use, ఒక బటన్ క్రియేట్ చేశాను నేను ఇక్కడ, ఆ బటన్ కి క్లిక్ ఈవెంట్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేశాను, సో దట్ ఇట్ విల్ డిస్ప్లే ద క్లిక్ ఈవెంట్. నెక్స్ట్ ఈ బటన్ ని క్లిక్ చేసినప్పుడు నాకు ఇక్కడ ng if example అని ఉంది కదా, it should display here star ng if example. ఇది క్లిక్ అయినప్పుడు క్లిక్ చేస్తే మాత్రమే I need to show this ng if example, otherwise I need to hide this one. And one more condition is toggle. It's like initially it won't display anything, or else initially it will display, but when user is clicking on the click event, I need to hide this content. So that is nothing but we need to create one variable here, button hide boolean value. So when we are creating like this, initially I am providing a false. button hide. When user is clicking on, I need to provide, like we need to access the button hide property in my button click event. So we need to use this dot. So it will provide the suggestion. Select this one, hide equal to. So we can provide a true. I will provide. See, nested component. I have explained you in the second class. Okay. We need to provide any other component selector. We need to copy paste and we need to declare it in the one component. So where that component it will load. See the app.component.html. Here we need to display the examples. See, four types of directive: component, structural directive, ng, for example. By default ఇది display అవుతుంది. ఎందుకు? I have not declared the condition. First ఏం చేయాలంటే మనము I have created one button and click event I have declared. Some content we need to provide it. And after that in the TypeScript file we need to use that event name. See, whatever the event name we need to create here, the same name should be declared inside the TypeScript file. Then only it will work. First we need to declare it this one, and then we need to create one boolean variable. Any variable you can create it as a return type boolean, and initially it will be false. And here I am providing this dot button hide equal to true. When user is clicking on this button, I am providing as a true. So now you can copy this variable and by using star ng structural directive. See, star ng if equal to see it is but when I'm clicking on this click event, content is displaying, but I can't able to hide this content. Here I have provided a single condition, that is nothing but when user is clicking on, I am providing a hide, like I am providing a true condition, like it will display that content, but when user is clicking on again, so it won't change anything. So that time we need to provide not same variable. Here whatever we are having, the same variable we need to declare this dot button hide. It means ఇక్కడ false ఉన్నప్పుడు it will assign true ఈ button hide అనే వేరియబుల్ కి. అదే ఇక్కడ ట్రూ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఫాల్స్ అవుతుంది, ఫాల్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ట్రూ అవుతుంది. Automatically it will provide the data. See, right? See. This is the ng if example. So I will create here I will create star ng if click event ng if example. Okay, so now one more we are having. That is called ng for structural directives. So ng if example, content hide and show. See, it is hiding and showing the content. So now we need to use another one is star ng for equal to, in the quotes we need to provide it here. Here we are having a ng for example. Here we need to iterate the condition. See, for a paragraph, ng for I have provided, and it will iterate all the items. And here I need to create a one array. See, already we have discussed this one. Courses, it is containing name, level, all the values it is containing, and in the HTML we have iterated that one. See, star ng for let course of courses we are iterating, and if you want to bind it, we can bind the value. This one. So that here I will use I will create one array. I will create public. I will create one users array. It is an array of objects. It will be containing so username, username and company I will provide. So I will create a array of objects here. Name, company. So one more property I will add it. Location. Bangalore. Okay. and here the company is I will create a Bangalore. Here we are having one array. That array is containing a objects, number of objects it is containing. One is name, company, location. Different companies and locations it is having. So instead of Bangalore, I will provide Pune. Okay. One Pune, Bangalore, US, and one more Bangalore we are having. Okay. What else I will provide? Hyderabad I will provide. See, these four are these users are having different location. Okay, different companies and different location, different names it is having. This one array we are having. Here in the table format or any other format, I need to display the users information in the browser. So I need to iterate it and display in the table format or in the normal format also I need to display it. So by using ng for we can create the functionality. See, now we can use an ordered list and we can provide a list item, or else we can table also we can create it. Table head, the table head we will use a th. So we are having a username, one more table header is company, and the other one is location. See, username, company, location. So for username, all the users information, see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 user information should be displayed in the below of the username column. All the 4 username should be displayed in the below of the username only. The company details here should display and location details at the last should display. That time what we need to use is by using ng for structural directive. So this is the table structure, table, the table head we are using. So in the table head we are having a 3 table headers and we need to use one table body, T body. Inside the T body we are having a table row. We are having a one table row. Row means for a table row when we are iterating by using a star ng for, so it will iterate all the elements here. Inside the tr we can use td, so multiple tds we can iterate it, and here we need to provide star ng for equal to see let property of properties like data of users array. Let data of this one users, which variable is containing the data, that particular variable we need to declare it here. Here. This is array. ఇది array అయినందుకు మనము ఆఫ్ అనేది యూజ్ చేయాలి. ఫర్ ఆఫ్, ఫర్ ఇన్ అని యూజ్ చేస్తాం కదా, ఇక్కడ ng ఫర్ అని యూజ్ చేస్తాము. లెట్ డేటా ఆఫ్ యూజర్స్ array. The structure should be look like this only. Okay, it will iterate it all the data. Star ng for and this one. So it will iterate this one. So first I will use one table data. Now data dot name I will print. From where it is their name? This one. Same name should be displayed. Means we need to bind it. What is the username? XY, Andrew, Rail, Xavier. For company also I need to provide details. One more TD means table data. Data dot company. Okay. Now I need to provide one more information. Data dot one more location. Okay, see in the table format it is displaying. So now we need to provide styles to this table. It is displaying in the table format, but see rows and columns are not providing because we have not provided any border and other properties. So go to here. Border 1 pixel. So for table means entire is the table. So for main table I have provided a border I have provided. Table row. Okay. So now we can create one th table header and table data. See, so now we are getting a in the table format. For table header and these are the table header. This is the table data. For table header and table data I have provided a CSS, but I am getting a double layer I am getting. So we need to remove this double layer. We need to use here instead of this one we should use a border hyphen collapse. See, it is displaying in the table format. See, so height I have provided and width I have provided. I will so now I will provide this content should be displayed in the center of the uh, cells. Okay, at the left all the content is displaying, but I need to display in the center of the rows. So that you need to provide text hyphen align. Text align center. See, this is the text hyphen align center in the table format. It is displaying, and here suppose if I want to provide some styles for the first row and third row, or else second and fourth if I want to provide, or else only for third one I need to provide some set of styles, then we can use a nth child. Then we can use a td colon nth child of background color. See, or else okay, for td I have provided, not td table row we need to provide. See, so I will provide, and I will declare one color for a text. Okay, text will be black. The child of, here also we can provide odd and even numbers also we can provide. For odd 1 and 3 one color, for 2 and 4 so again we can use same. One more thing, table row child of even background color see. For table header if I want to provide color, okay, background color dark red. Like this way we can create a directives. This is ng for is whatever the one variable is containing all the data, so we need to iterate each and every element in the array reference. We will use ng for structural directive. These things. ఏమన్నా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నాయా ఇందులో ng if and ng for లో?
No, bro. అన్న మీరు అది టీఎస్ ఫైల్లో అది అరే అయితే మీరేమో ఆఫ్ అని తీసుకోవాలి అని చెప్పారు. ఒకవేళ అది ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అయితే ఏం తీసుకోవాలి?
ఇన్ తీసుకోవాలి.
ఓకే.
ఇక్కడ ఆఫ్ ఉంది, అక్కడ ఇక్కడ ఇన్ తీసుకోవాలి ఆఫ్ బదులు. ng ఫర్ లెట్ డేటా ఇన్ సేమ్ వస్తుంది, ఆఫ్ బదులు ఇన్ తీసుకోవాలి. సో ఇది directives, ng directive and ng for structural directives. And what are the attribute directives? Attribute directives already we discussed. Attribute directives, those things are, see, one is ng model and another one is ng class and ng style. These are the attribute directives. Okay, here I will provide attribute directives are one is ng style, another one is ng class, and one more thing is ng model. These three are the structural attribute directives. What it will do, attribute directives? It will change the behavior or appearance of an element. It means yeah, I will put it in the comment. See, attribute directives, it will change the behavior or appearance of an element. It means see, based on the conditions like ng style, what we will do for a single HTML element, we can use multiple CSS styles, inline styles, we can declare it. Okay. And ng class, we can add dynamically, we can add or remove the multiple CSS classes, so that we will use a ng class. Ng model is two-way data binding, vice versa it will bind. So these are the attribute bindings available in Angular, like attribute directives. See, these are most important one. Okay, why we are using a directives? What are directives? Types of directives. What is the structural directives in Angular? And what are the attribute directives? What it will do? And what is the difference between ng style and ng class? Why we are using two-way data binding? What is the use of ng model? Okay. So this is the attribute directives. So you can refer here. I will provide. Okay. So these are the attribute directives. Here I will provide is refer attribute bindings. ఇది మీకు అర్థమైంది కదా, ng స్టైల్, ng క్లాస్, ng మోడల్. Do I need to explain once again these things?
ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ రిపీట్ చేయరా బ్రో?
Okay.
సింపుల్.
ఓకే. ng స్టైల్ అంటే సింగల్ ఎలిమెంట్ కి, ఇన్లైన్ ఎలిమెంట్ కి, ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ప్రొవైడ్ ఎ మల్టిపల్ స్టైల్స్, then we can utilize a ng style directive. We can use it here. What we have used ng style with the attribute binding, like property binding syntax, like array literals we will use it, and one condition we will provide ng style class. So one object we will provide it, and inside that particular object, so color, background color, these are the same CSS properties here. See, entire thing we need to provide it. So instead of, I will normally we will write the CSS conditions in the .css file. But when we are using a ng style, we can declare inside the TypeScript file and we can write it. See, now I will provide ng style object equal to provided. For text, I will provide color. How we have created this one? So both should be in the text should be in the block. So background color. Okay, copy this one. Background color, and one more thing I will declare it here, that is order. So first we need to create one object. This particular object name we need to provide it here. So for a ng style directory. So here I'm having a div ng style is probably so the syntax is property binding and we need to provide ng style equal to so property name, the same property we need to provide it here. See ng style example, background color, border gray, okay. Text type and align, send. See, border is separate color, background is different color, and normal color is different one. See ng style example. Okay, so this is the ng style example and ng class. So here you can add multiple CSS classes we can declare it. It's like in the CSS file we can create some CSS files, we can create it and by using ng style directive. So here this is the ng class one. We're having one div ng class example, ng class. Here we need to provide the conditions. Color, ng class example. And the class is equal to errors like for ng class equal to second. Somewhere I have missed that one. For div I have used ng class. Okay. Mm, class. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here I have missed to provide a single column. Yeah, single quotes where. So if we are not providing this one, so it won't work. So even though we are providing this particular CSS classes, we need to provide quotes like single quotes for all. Yeah. So here we are having ng class, and this is the single CSS classes I have provided, but I want multiple classes I want to provide it for a single element. Like I'm having a one div. For this particular div, border should be different, height, color should be different, font size and font color should be different. So all things we need to provide it for a ng class, like div element I want to provide. Multiple inline CSS classes I need to provide it, like, and also dynamically we can add or remove the CSS elements. Here dynamically we have provided ng class, or so we need to provide a green color for one condition. Level is equal to this one, we need to provide green color, and different colors we need to provide. So if that condition is true, it will add this one, otherwise it will remove that condition. And here also see on class object, red, green, italic, what we have provided, see, red, green, italic. So here we are having a red, txt I will provide, so I will create font size large, font weight, border, font family, okay. For red and text I have provided these two variables, and CSS styles I have provided. Font size, font weight, font family I need to provide it for a div element. So ng class I'm having, and one more div I will take it. Example 2. G class. Class object. We're having one is red, true. One is, another one is text. See, font size, font weight, font family I have provided, and I will provide see, and then I will provide border also. See, so I will provide padding 15%. So margin top pixel I will provide, text hyphen align center I will provide. Let's see. For a single HTML element, I have provided a multiple CSS classes. That is by using ng class directive. ng class object I have provided. And then ng model is two-way data binding. It's like when user is entering something, so we need to update the same data in C. ng model on text input. When user is entering, the same input should be update in the text input field. For this one, the same value we need to bind it in the UI. That is nothing but ng model attribute directive, or two-way data binding we can call it as. Okay. Custom directive అనేది నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్లో చూద్దాం మనం. ఓకే,
ఓకే బ్రో.
ఓకే, ఇవి చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ కాన్సెప్ట్స్. ఓకే, ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఓకే, రేపు సేమ్ టైంకి లాగిన్ అవ్వండి, ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి, అన్ని కంప్లీట్ చేయండి ప్రాక్టీస్.
ఓకే అన్న.